Digital Therapeutics, DTx, Global Startup Deep Dive Analysis Q1 2025 Report Part 4. Cancer, GI Health, Respiratory Diseases, Women's Health and more. Executive Summary. This report provides a comprehensive overview of the rapidly evolving landscape of digital therapeutics, DTx, innovation, with a detailed mapping of 185 startups across 27 countries and 252 distinct DTx products. These DTx solutions span a wide array of health conditions, ranging from mental health and chronic diseases to substance use disorders, musculoskeletal conditions, sleep disorders, and developmental disabilities. This global snapshot offers critical insights into the maturity, diversity, and geographical distribution of digital therapeutics across key therapeutic areas. The evaluation process is powered by an AI agent-powered digital health evaluation platform, which scores each product based on three foundational pillars: general well-being, usability, accessibility, lifestyle integration, and cost, scientific validation, clinical evidence, medical rigor, and peer-reviewed support, and medical compliance, regulatory approvals such as FDA, CE mark, DiGA listing, HIPAA and GDPR adherence. The tier classification system enables an objective benchmarking of the therapeutic quality and maturity of digital interventions. Products are categorized from top tier, scores between 9.0 and 10, down to the fourth tier, 6.0 to 6.99, based on their average composite scores across the three evaluation dimensions. Startups that achieve top-tier recognition represent the gold standard of the industry, characterized by strong scientific evidence, regulatory approvals, clinical integration, and scalable design. Leading companies in this category include Kaya Health, Hello Better, Click Therapeutics, Big Health, Swing Therapeutics, Applied VR, Gluco, WellDoc, Luminopia, and Florio, among others. These solutions often combine cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, biofeedback, artificial intelligence, gamification, virtual reality, VR, and wearables to deliver patient-centered, personalized therapeutic care. In terms of therapeutic focus, mental and behavioral health remains the most dominant and saturated category, with a broad variety of products addressing conditions such as depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, schizophrenia, burnout, and eating disorders. Many of these platforms are grounded in CBT and other evidence-based approaches like acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, motivational interviewing, MI, mindfulness, and neurofeedback. Notable entries include immersive VR-based therapies, AI-powered CBT platforms, TDCS-enabled neuromodulation devices, and therapist-guided hybrid models that integrate telehealth and app-based care. Several solutions have achieved DiGA reimbursement in Germany, FDA clearance in the US, and are beginning to scale internationally through strategic partnerships and regulatory expansion. Substance use disorder, SUD, therapeutics also represent a critical area of focus. A new generation of DTx products are targeting smoking cessation, opioid use disorder, OUD, and alcohol dependence by combining digital CBT modules, remote patient monitoring, RPM, behavioral rewards, and medication-assisted treatment, MAT. These platforms emphasize confidential, stigma-reducing access, integrating digital tools such as CO breath sensors, self-assessment modules, motivational content, and clinician-guided recovery programs. Companies addressing these conditions are often engaged in partnerships with pharmaceutical firms, public health entities, and commercial payers to ensure broader clinical adoption and reimbursement. Sleep-related digital therapeutics are also gaining traction, particularly those addressing chronic insomnia, sleep apnea, and disrupted sleep architecture. Most of these solutions leverage digital CBT for insomnia, CBTI, often validated through randomized controlled trials, RCTs, and include wearable integrated platforms, AI-powered diagnostics, and real-time data-driven interventions. Some of these products have been approved and reimbursed under regulatory frameworks like DiGA and MFDS, South Korea, while others have received FDA clearance or insurance coverage, reflecting a global recognition of sleep health as a pillar of preventive and behavioral medicine. Emerging areas such as digital therapeutics for women's health, cancer-related fatigue, pediatric neurodevelopmental conditions, ADHD, autism, and chronic gastrointestinal diseases further expand the DTx frontier. Particularly notable is the growth of pediatric and adolescent-focused platforms, which combine gamified cognitive training, eye-tracking diagnostics, biofeedback, and mobile-based interventions for attention deficits and learning disabilities. These products are frequently aligned with DSM-5 and ICD-10 standards and are often deployed in both educational and clinical settings. Additionally, DTx solutions for sexual wellness, trauma, postpartum depression, and vaginismus are building visibility within femtech, supported by DiGA certifications and clinical validation. Geographically, the innovation ecosystem is widely distributed, with active DTx startups emerging from the United States, United Kingdom, Germany, France, Japan, South Korea, Israel, and several Nordic and Central European countries. Regulatory receptivity and reimbursement frameworks such as DiGA, Germany, MFDS, South Korea, PMDA, Japan, and the FDA, US, play a crucial role in shaping commercial pathways and product maturity. Increasingly, startups are leveraging interoperable technologies, clinician portals, electronic health record, EHR, integration, and digital biomarkers to position their solutions within broader healthcare infrastructures. The global DTx startup landscape in Q1 2025 is marked by growing scientific sophistication, expanding regulatory validation, and deeper integration into traditional and digital care pathways. This ongoing transformation is enabling scalable, patient-centered, and evidence-based interventions for a wide spectrum of health conditions, with the potential to revolutionize how therapeutic care is delivered, reimbursed, and personalized around the world. 7. Cancer, GI health, respiratory diseases, women's health, and more. DTx for non-neurological chronic and specialty health conditions is undergoing rapid diversification, with notable innovation emerging in oncology support, gastrointestinal disorders, respiratory disease management, women's health, and eye care. These categories, historically underserved by digital platforms, are now seeing a surge in scientifically validated, AI-powered, and increasingly reimbursed solutions. From managing cancer-related fatigue and symptom burden to personalizing care for menopausal symptoms or chronic respiratory conditions, DTx products are expanding into highly specific, condition-targeted domains. These platforms are not only improving patient engagement and quality of life but also reducing systemic costs through early intervention, remote monitoring, and behavior change. 1. Top-tier analysis in oncology. Tired of Cancer BV's Untire app, score 9.0, stands out as a leading DTx for cancer-related fatigue, CRF. Approved under Germany's DiGA framework, Untire combines CBT, mindfulness, psychoeducation, and physical activity into a scalable, non-pharmacologic program for both active patients and cancer survivors. It is one of the few oncology DTx products with direct payer reimbursement and widespread provider adoption in Europe. Voluntis, now Aptar Digital Health, also enters the top tier with its Insulia platform, score 9.0, which, although originally developed for diabetes, is applied in oncology for symptom monitoring and glucose management during treatment, offering both FDA clearance and CE marking. In respiratory care, Propeller Health earned the highest composite score in the report at 9.33. Its Bluetooth inhaler sensor and mobile platform for asthma and COPD are FDA and CE cleared, reimbursed under RTM billing codes, and integrated into EHRs like Cerner and Epic. Its clinical validation, behavioral tracking, and AI-powered adherence tools mark it as a category-defining solution in pulmonary DTx. In women's health, Axina Health's Leva Pelvic Health System, score 9.33, offers real-time pelvic floor training via vaginal motion sensor paired with a smartphone app. FDA cleared and reimbursed by CMS, Leva provides a medication-free, non-invasive option for urinary and fecal incontinence management, setting a high bar for biofeedback-enabled DTx. In eye health, Luminopia's Luminopia 1 achieved a score of 9.67, the highest in its category. This prescription DTx for pediatric amblyopia uses modified video content delivered through VR to retrain visual acuity, leveraging neuroplasticity principles and backed by rigorous clinical evidence and FDA approval. 2. Second-tier analysis. A large number of promising startups landed in the second tier, demonstrating strong usability and scientific validation, but with room for further regulatory or payer integration. In cancer care, solutions like Digital Therapeutics, Gaia-AG, Optimune, Prosoma, and Voluntis, Theraxium Oncology, all scored between 8.33 and 8.67. These solutions focus on cancer-related mental health and symptom tracking. Blue Note's FDA breakthrough designation and CBT-based model for cancer anxiety and depression is a standout in the psycho-oncology space, while Gaia-AG offers CE-marked tools focused on breast cancer mental health. In GI Health, Nori Health offers a chatbot-driven DTx for IBD and IBS, delivering AI-personalized support and behavior change interventions. Mindset Health's Nerva uses gut-brain hypnotherapy for IBS, a non-pharmacological and self-guided approach with growing traction in the digital gut health niche. Smart Respiratory complements Propeller's leadership in respiratory DTx with smart inhaler sensors, real-time alerts, and telemedicine integration, although it remains earlier stage in payer coverage and clinical trials. In eye care, both Athena and S-Alpha, SAT-001, scored 8.0. These solutions target glaucoma and pediatric myopia, respectively, using AI and behavioral therapy. Athena combines at-home intraocular pressure monitoring with CBT coaching for adherence, while S-Alpha's NHBT approach uses digital neurobehavioral modulation and is ISO 13485 certified. Meanwhile, Cranus Health, Latera, in urology offers reimbursed digital care for voiding dysfunction in men and women, scoring 8.33. It demonstrates growing momentum in virtual urological care, supported by strong clinical partnerships and health system integration. 3. Third-tier analysis in GI Health. Bold Health delivers multidisciplinary care for IBS and IBD, though it lacks large-scale validation. Core Digital Health and S-Alpha, SAT-006, focus on digestive health with nutrition-led or behavior-based apps but remain early in regulatory progress. For women's health, Cranus Mictera, Mindset Health's Evia, and Mooneye offer non-invasive digital therapies for urinary incontinence, menopause, and menstrual pain, respectively. However, they still face challenges in clinical evidence generation and scaling across reimbursement systems. Naya Health, a digital menopause solution, lags in scientific validation despite its compelling virtual care model. In respiratory health, Smart Respiratory's smart inflow addresses inhaler technique and adherence using real-time feedback tools, though with limited global reach. Oribus Labs, a hearing-focused DTx, applies AI to auditory verbal rehabilitation but lacks clinical trials or regulatory clearances. Also of note is CyberLiver, with products like AlcoChange for alcohol-related liver disease and StedoCare for NAFLD. These digital behavior change tools hold promise but require more robust validation and market traction. 4. Emerging trends and insights. Several meta-trends emerged across these condition categories. Behavioral science as a backbone. From CBT and hypnotherapy in GI health and oncology to biofeedback and mindfulness in women's health, behavior modification is a unifying pillar across DTx domains. Integration with hardware and sensors. Leading platforms such as Propeller, Leva, Luminopia, and Smart Respiratory integrate proprietary sensors and wearables for real-time monitoring and personalization, expanding the potential for precision therapy. AI-personalized and chatbot-driven models. Companies like Nori Health and Athena are using AI-powered chatbots to deliver dynamic, low-cost, and personalized care interventions, creating scalable solutions for chronic disease management. Payer and regulatory alignment. As with mental health and metabolic conditions, payer reimbursement, e.g., DiGA, CMS, CE, FDA approvals, is now emerging as a prerequisite for serious market entry, especially in oncology, respiratory, and women's health. Rise of female-centric and gender-specific DTx. The growth of solutions focused on menopause, menstrual pain, and pelvic health suggests that gendered health needs are finally being addressed through purpose-built DTx solutions. 5. Strategic recommendations. Top-tier companies should focus on market expansion and payer scaling, leveraging strong clinical results and regulatory validation to integrate into broader care networks. Companies like Propeller, Luminopia, and Axina Health are well-positioned for partnership with payers, hospital systems, and pharma for disease management or adjunctive treatment pathways. Second-tier startups are ripe for strategic alliances, deeper clinical trials, and localization for DiGA, FDA, or CE clearance. Targeted collaborations with academic health centers, insurers, and telehealth platforms will accelerate market acceptance and outcome demonstration. Third-tier and early-stage innovators should prioritize regulatory strategy, focus their clinical pipelines, and consider co-development with larger digital health or pharma players. Programs like DiGA Fast Track or Breakthrough Device Designation could be instrumental in accelerating growth. About the author, Alex G. Lee, Ph.D., ESC, CLP, is an innovator, advisor, consultant, IP strategist, and thought leader in the fields of AI in healthcare and digital health. With over 30 years of experience spanning healthcare, software, telecommunications, IT, digital technology, consumer electronics, and semiconductor devices, Alex has played a pivotal role in shaping the technological landscape across multiple industries. His expertise lies in integrating transformative technologies such as artificial intelligence, extended reality, XR, the Internet of Things, IoT, Web3, and big data into the healthcare ecosystem, ensuring that AI in healthcare and digital health become integral components of modern medical practices. His extensive background in innovation and strategic consulting makes him a key figure in the development and deployment of cutting-edge health and medical technology solutions. As a visionary innovator, Alex has actively contributed to the field through his work on multiple patent-pending technologies. These include the Digital Therapeutics Adoption and RWE Integration Platform, AI and XR-powered Digital Therapeutics Innovation Platform, Prescription Drug Use-Related Software, PDURS, Innovation Platform, and AI Agent-powered FDA ML-enabled Medical Devices Compliance Support Platform. His commitment to advancing healthcare through AI agents and digital medicine is evident in his latest innovations, such as the AI Agents and Digital Health Convergence Platform for mental health care and the Multimodal Causal AI Agents Platform for precision medicine. These pioneering developments highlight his dedication to bridging the gap between artificial intelligence, regulatory compliance, and digital health, ensuring that these technologies can be seamlessly integrated into healthcare systems. Beyond his technical contributions, Alex is also an esteemed author and thought leader, sharing his insights through publications, webinars, and speaking engagements. One of his most notable works is his peer-reviewed book chapter, AI and XR-powered Digital Therapeutics, DTx, Innovations, featured in the open-access book Digital Frontiers Healthcare, Education, and Society in the Metaverse Era. In addition, he has authored several books, including Digital Therapeutics Innovations Reference Book, Digital Health Global Startups Yellow Book, and a compact book on healthcare AI agents. Throughout his career, Alex has worked with and provided expert consulting services to Fortune 500 companies, startups, law firms, investment firms, and research institutions. His strategic insights have guided organizations in the acquisition, investment, monetization, and commercialization of emerging technologies and intellectual property. His impact is reflected in projects exceeding $100 million in technology and IP development, underscoring his ability to drive value and innovation in the high-tech and healthcare industries. He earned a Ph.D. in physics from Johns Hopkins University, followed by a J.D. from Suffolk University Law School. His passion for business strategy led him to further his education with a Strategy and Innovation Certificate from the MIT Sloan School of Management. As a licensed attorney in New York and a U.S. patent attorney, he holds the Certified Licensing Professional, CLP, designation, further solidifying his credibility in intellectual property strategy and technology licensing. To stay updated on Alex's work and thought leadership, visit his YouTube channel, https://www.youtube.com/channel/UKRUP7J9MW1Tai1DGN_PTTQ/videos and https://medium.com/@alexgly/list/iagents and digital health 61DC84A0B010. For professional inquiries, collaborations, or consultations, Alex can be reached via email at junholy@gmail.com or through LinkedIn at https://www.linkedin.com/in/alexjunholy/.